Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, if you have at least a 670 or higher credit score, I'm going to show you some of the easiest credit cards you should be targeting in order to help you get out of debt. Now, the reason that I'm showing you these credit cards is because a lot of people are struggling with debt. A lot of people working 2 and 3 jobs and they still can't figure out how to get out of debt. Well, this video, I'm going to actually show you some of the easiest credit cards to do that. Now, and there's a reason why I choose these here credit cards. So the first one is Wells Fargo Reflect. The reason is for this credit card, not only does it give you 21 months, all right, on balance transfers as well as purchases, but it's also a Experian FICO 9. Now, sometimes they actually may pull your TransUnion, all right? But it's still going to be a FICO 9 scoring. And I always tell you guys, whenever it comes to FICO 9 scoring, that's the one that's easiest to work with. So I definitely want you to actually pay attention to what I'm saying, because some information that you really need to understand. Now, excuse me, is your PenFed gold card, okay? Reason is because it's 15 months on balance transfers and purchases, all right? Now, here's the thing about PenFed. We all know it's easy to get in PenFed, but also because of their pre-approval, all right? Now, here's the thing about it. If you have bad credit, can you get into PenFed? Absolutely. Will they give you a credit card? Well, it depends on the relationship and how long you've been with them. Now, if you have bad credit, I always tell people, if you're trying to go for PenFed credit cards and stuff, I would tell you to open up the accounts first. Now, when you open up the account, make sure you have a savings, a checking, and a CD. The reason is because of longevity. Now, in terms of applying, especially when you have a low credit score with PenFed, you do not want to apply right away. You want to give it anywhere from 90 days to 6 months. All right. The reason is they need to know that you are truly invested into a program, right? Into their business banking system. This is the reason why I tell you to get the CD, because the CD actually shows that you're there with them for long term. All right. Now, that being said, here's the other credit card you want to look at. All right. This is US Bank. Oh, by the way, PenFed, they're going to pull your FICO Equifax, okay? Pull your FICO Equifax 9, okay? So your FICO 9 with PenFed, all right? Now, going back to US Bank, all right? So US Bank has a platinum card, all right? This is the top platinum card, all right? Now, with this here platinum card, they give you 18 months. Now, most people think that US Bank is a FICO 8. They do not use FICO 8. They actually use FICO 9. Okay? FICO 9 TransUnion. Now, would you guys like to know an inside secret? If you cannot qualify for US Bank cards because there's no US Bank by you, what you can do, you can go to Elon Financial. The reason you can go to Elon Financial is it's the co-partner to US Bank. So that's the reason you can go there. And I'll tell you, if you go to Consumer Credit Union without even joining, and you can apply for credit cards, but then you have to open a membership. But they offer the Elon Financial TransUnion cards. And again, through them, it's a FICO 9. So that's the reason I'm telling you guys, there's so many opportunities and back end way. Plus, they still will offer you anywhere from 15 to 18 months of balance transfers and zero interest on the credit cards because they're through Elan Financial. So you still can get those type of credit cards, all right? Now, another credit card you want to look at, PNC. It's called the PNC Core Visa, all right? Now, with the PNC Core Visa, I think it's 15 months, but it's Experian FICO 9, okay? Now, I know a lot of y'all like, well, what's up with all these? Where's Chase coming in, American Express? Those are FICO 8 score. Even though they will give you your Vantage 3 TransUnion scores, they pull your FICO 8. So that's the reason those would not be your top choice cards to go to when you're trying to get out of debt. All right. Now, before we go on to the other credit cards, I want to show you all something. And this is what I made in a previous video. If you have a job, all right, and you're trying to get out of debt, here's the thing about it. You want to go to your HR, okay? And what you want to do, you want to file exempt, all right? And you want to do that anywhere from 3 to 4 months. That way they can stop taking taxes out of your check. That way that'll help boost up your income, all right? Now, what do you do with these here credit cards once you get these type of credit card with 0 interest for a long term? We're going to talk about that. But in terms of helping you put some extra money in your pocket so that you're able to pay off your bills and stuff, this is what you want to do. This is going to give you that boost. Let's finish out these other cards and I'm going to show you. All right. So you have GM. It's through Goldman Sachs. All right. Now, they offer a credit card. It's 12 months on purchases and balance transfers, all right? And it's TransUnion. And here's the interesting thing about this GM card, all right? So it's TransUnion, right? FICO 9. But the good part about it, you can actually get pre-qualified for this card without an inquiry, and so you won't end up with a hard inquiry on your credit file. So it's called the inquiry hack. So what it is what I explained it in other videos, in case those of you don't know. Go to over to Goldman Sachs and you apply for the GM credit card. All right. Now you're looking for the GM credit card that offers 12 months of balance transfers and purchases. That's the credit card you want. Now here's the reason why. What you want to do, you want to first do the pre-approval, all right, with your TransUnion unlocked, all right? Then once you do your pre-approval with the TransUnion unlocked, then when open up another screen on your laptop or computer, then you go back after you find out how much you're pre-approved for, you go back to the other screen, lock your TransUnion file, then you apply because your information is already in the database. Then you'll get approved for the card. Sometimes it may take maybe 3 to 4 days for them to actually verify the information and stuff. But at the same time, you would be able to get this here card with no hard pull on the credit. Now, here's one of the things. This is the number one thing why most people end up being denied. Okay, and it ain't because of their credit score. Most people end up being denied for a credit card. It's because of this. Now, some of you all may be scratching your head about this address thing, right? But here's the thing about it. The address that's on the application may not match up with the same address on the credit file, right? So when that happens, you have to go over to LexisNexis. Then you have to go over to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Because TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, they're pulling most of their data from LexisNexis anyway. So you have to update your information with LexisNexis first. But this is the reason why a lot of people get denied. It isn't because you have something going on with your information. It's that because of that address. And the way that wrong addresses get up, because they're using AI to populate that information. Okay, and because they're using that information, they're populating that information, they may pull an old address, right? Because they're pulling an old addresses, replacing your current addresses on application. And that's the reason most people end up being denied, right? That's one of the bigger reasons. Now, that being said, a credit union you want to join is BCU. All right. Now, Baxter Credit Union. So they have a credit card. Now, here's the thing about it. It's only 12 months, but that's okay. The reason that this is okay, because they use TransUnion Vantage 3. That's the reason it's okay. So in terms of your Vantage and your FICO 9 scores, the reason that I like these type of cards, and these are your low-hanging cards, when you have a 670 or higher, these are the cards you should go to if you're trying to get out of debt, because you can add rent payments, you can add utilities, you can add subscriptions, and you can add authorized users. So these 4 items, they can actually build up your scoring much faster because they're calculated in. So that's the reason I wasn't choosing Chase, Bank of America, and American Express, because you can't utilize these other data metrics in order to boost up your credit score. But using these other data metrics with this will actually boost up these credit scores so you can get qualified. All right. So that's with BCU. Now, there is one other bank that I want you all to think about. This is BMO. Now, BMO, they pull TransUnion, but it's a FICO 8. All right. But the reason that I'm talking about them is because they have a lot of flexibility and they're not inquiry sensitive. So people have had 10 inquiries and been able to get $10, $15, $25,000 credit cards from BMO, even with a high number of inquiries. All right. Now, here's my thing to explaining why you should go after these cards so it can help you. Think about it like this. I just told you your rent, utilities, subscriptions, right? What you want to do, if you're trying to get out of debt, like I said, if you're working a W-2 job, you go to HR and you want to file exempt for 3 to 4 months. But after that, all of your rent, car payment, utility bills, subscriptions and stuff, you want to put it on one of those credit cards, right? Then you want to take your income minus whatever outstanding debts you have on the other bills and stuff, and you want to put those credit cards on that. Now, with that extra income you have, what you want to do, you want to start paying down each one of those credit cards, all right, from smallest to largest. So you have a $10 credit card, $15 credit card, $25 credit card, just for instance, and that extra money, you want to be applying that extra money toward those cards, right, to pay them down. The reason that's going to happen because the fewer the revolving accounts are, the higher your credit score go up. Now, here's the key to this. The reason you want to go after these cards, because then you're able to go back and ask for a line of credit, okay? And so just say that they gave you a $25,000 line of credit. So if one of these institutions gave you a $25,000 line of credit, you can use that $25,000 credit and pay all of your bills, credit cards, rent, every month, okay? And then take all of your income and put it on that line of credit, because everywhere you go accepts credit cards, just about, all right? It's about 99% of the time, right? And I would tell you something else that you can do. If I were you, I would stop investing my money in a 401k or a retirement plan and take that extra money and start paying down the debt. Then once I have all the debt paid down, then I would start back investing that money. Or even if you're able to take a loan out from your 401k and pay down a lot of your credit card debt and stuff, do that. Help your credit score go up, then go get one of these credit cards plus the line of credit. But I would not use the line of credit until I have expired this 0% interest rate cards, because you're not paying any interest on the money. The line of credit, you're probably going to pay anywhere from maybe 10 to 12%. So I don't want to pay that right now, but I do want to have that line of credit in place once I have all my credit cards down and stuff. So then I could just use that line of credit to pay all my expenses, my monthly expenses and stuff. This is how you get out of debt. Now, for those of you that may have questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off of the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.